What's going on with all my billionaires out there? This the guy Hoods Billionaire. Welcome to Hoods Billionaire TV. Big favor, big abundance. On today's episode, we're gonna be talking about T.I. and Charleston White going back and forth. Let's talk about it. So it looks like T.I.'s son King said some stuff in regards to Charleston White with the incident with Charleston White calling the police on some guys in Dallas. And pretty much called him a snitch, said he beat his ass, whatever. Charleston White didn't really, how Charleston White is. He didn't take very kindly to that, so he spoke on T.I.'s son. You know what I'm saying? Spoke negative to him, you know what I'm saying? And told him he'd call the police on him, and you know how that goes. So T.I. felt like he had to get involved for his son, which I can understand that. Now, what do I think about this situation? It's deep. Now, Tip, I definitely can understand Tip being a man who is the head of his household, protecting his child and speaking, for his child, on his child's behalf, on his son's behalf. That's what any man would do. Any man gonna ride with their kid, right or wrong. You feel what I'm saying? Right or wrong, in the public, you gonna ride with your child. You feel what I'm saying? Now, in my opinion, King threw that out there to Charleston White. From what I understand, if I'm wrong, y'all let me know in the comments. But from what I understand, King took it upon himself to look at the video and speak on Charleston White. You know what I'm saying? Knowing the type of person that Charleston White is. Now, I know King young, but that's the energy that he put out there. So, I mean, that pretty much brought Charleston White into his space. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if I'm T.I., I'm telling King behind closed doors, man, don't get on no internet talking to no another grown man talking about what you gonna do to him based off no internet shit. Or based off no shit you seen him do on the internet. Matter of fact, the internet is just a goofy place to be speaking on shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's how you talk to him in private. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga, don't be on no internet talking about nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's just goofy. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how you handle it in private. You know what I'm saying? In public, you feel what I'm saying? You ride for your son. You gotta ride for him. You ride for your kids. You gotta ride for him. You ride for your wife. You gotta ride for you ride for your family. I mean, that's just how it goes. So, I understand both sides. You know what I'm saying? Charleston pretty much saying like, this nigga, you letting this nigga talk to a grown ass man like this. If you calling him a kid, shouldn't no kid be disrespecting no grown man. You feel what I'm saying? So that's Charleston White side of it. You know what I'm saying? The key to bringing issues together is understanding. You have to have an understanding for both sides. It don't matter what you agree with or don't agree with. When you have understanding, you can come to a resolution. So I understand what Charleston White is saying. He's saying that, and not only on top of that, he's saying this nigga 18. You feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga, an 18-year-old come to me, talking to me any type of way, that's a grown man. The legal system gonna treat him like a grown man. And that is true. But also, we do know that King mind most likely is not all the way developed, and he still has a childish mindset. You can tell that by his actions. You feel what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I understand where Tip coming from. He like, man, I'm gonna protect my family in public no matter what. You feel what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, in public, I'm gonna protect my family. You feel what I'm saying? And I understand that, and I understand, you know what I'm saying, that situation. And Charleston White just saying, man, if the nigga bold enough to be threatening me, telling me he'll beat my ass and throwing the, claiming he in gangs and all that shit online, nigga, he old enough to get dealt with. So, not agreeing with it, but I understand what he's saying. Because I'm not the internet. I'm not going to get on the internet threatening nobody or speaking negative on nobody. That's just not me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna get on the internet on no. I more so take the Yo Gotti approach. Like, I wouldn't give a fuck who said what. I'm just not getting on the internet responding to nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's just me. I'm not an internet guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even do Instagram. I don't even do Facebook. I don't even do any of these sites. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe like for business or something like that. Like, I don't even fuck around on none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Like, you gotta look at it like that. Like, and so I understand both sides. Now, recently Charleston went on IG Live and called Tip out to a boxing match saying Tip ain't never punched on nobody, ain't never did. Now I definitely remember Tip punching on a couple niggas. And Tip done definitely punched on. See, we gotta be real and we gotta be honest. Tip done definitely punched on a few niggas in his life. You feel what I'm saying? Like I remember Tip punching on Luda manager. I remember him punching on the nigga at the club. I believe that's how his friend ended up getting killed. You know what I'm saying? So Tip ain't afraid to do no punching. I can't see that being the case. You feel what I'm saying? So if Charleston really standing on his 10, maybe they can get in the ring and handle it out and resolve it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's a bag for both of them. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But, you know, you can't say that. You can't say Tip ain't punching on nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now, at the same time, he called out Tootie, too. He called out Tootie, Boosie's son. And Boosie ain't really got nothing to say about really got nothing to say about Charleston White. Even if he talking about Tootie, even if he nothing, Boosie ain't got nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? Boosie like, I ain't fucking with that man. I ain't got nothing to say about that man. You feel what I'm saying? Because Boosie, and this the thing, Boosie a real street nigga who really was on death row, who really was getting niggas killed, who really was, you feel what I'm saying? Allegedly. Let me hurry up, put that out there. Allegedly. I mean, well, the nigga was on death row, but everybody know, you know, Boosie really about that. Everybody know Boosie really was sending the niggas. Everybody know Boosie really was on that. You feel what I'm saying? Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? You know, even Boosie said his own mouth. You know how much dope he done sold and how much on some step and shit he really was. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Boosie probably really still connected to the streets. Boosie ain't got no time to be speaking on no shit like that with no nigga who's telling you he'll call the police. And I'm not even dealing with no nigga who's saying he gonna call the police. You feel what I'm saying? Like a nigga saying he's just an advocate for, hey, I'm gonna call the police if something happens. So I mean, as a citizen, I mean, that's his right. As a citizen and as a civilian, shit, I'm a citizen as a civilian, but if a nigga run up in my house or something like that, I ain't calling the police. I'm sending that nigga to the next world, to the next realm of existence. You know, then call the police afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you handle situations like that. You feel what I'm saying? But to each his own. You know what I'm saying? So in this situation, man, I hope they get some understanding. You know what I'm saying? And I hope they able to just, you know, squash their differences, man. Because really, in all honesty, you know, is room for both of them to exist. Because even though Charleston White is very brazen with how he communicates, there's definitely truth to some of the shit he be saying, bro. Like no sane human being could listen to Charleston White and be like, it ain't no truth to none of that. It definitely be some truth in some of this shit that he be saying. You feel what I'm saying? And sometimes he just go too far. Like, okay, you cracking jokes on King or whatever. Yeah, King came at you wrong, and he shouldn't have, you know, he shouldn't have threatened no older man or grown man, especially not on no internet shit. Like, that's just goofy. You know what I'm saying? But what's buddy name from Chicago? Is it King Yella? King Yella, little daughter, who was, I don't even know how old she, I know she ain't even 5. You call her ugly and tried to crack joke. Oh, what about Tuka? Nah, man, you talking about a little baby girl who can't defend herself. So I don't always agree with the nigga. Or like when he be like, fuck Nipsey Hussle. No, I'm talking about fuck the rapper. Everybody has multiple sides to who they are. You feel what I'm saying? The Nipsey Hussle persona is actually, even if you want to call that a persona, it's an honorable persona. Neighborhood Nip, the nigga that went back and built up his community. Niggas wasn't calling him Ermias when he went back into the hood. You know what I'm saying? As a rolling 60 Crip. Niggas was calling him Nip. Nip built the hood back up. Nip was preaching the gospel on his songs. Nipsey Hussle was doing that. You feel what I'm saying? So I mean, there's multiple sides to everybody. Like, everybody has multiple sides of who they are, different traits in their personality. Nipsey Hussle was just a part of Ermias Askerdome as Ermias Askerdome. You feel what I'm saying? So that's disrespectful. You're disrespecting the legacy of Nipsey Hussle, who did a lot for his community as Nipsey Hussle, motherfucker, and did a lot for a lot of people as Nipsey Hussle. So I definitely don't always agree with Charleston. I be seeing the positive in the things that he does, because he does say a lot of real shit that is real. Some of this rap shit is very toxic, and it is leading our children down the wrong path. And these rappers do be on some just negative type of time and don't give a fuck about how they be brainwashing our kids. I do agree with that. But the way that you go about getting attention to that cause, I don't always agree with that. So hopefully in this situation they able to get through it, you know what I'm saying, with Tip and Charleston White. Hopefully they able to get through it. And you know, we'll just have to see where it go from there. But y'all let me know what y'all think about in the comments about the situation, man. It's the God Husby in there. Big favor, big abundance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. It's the God Husby in there. Big favor, big abundance. I'm gone.